Algebra 1 skills number 7, polynomial vocabulary. We may not use the word polynomial too much in Algebra 1, but there's some vocabulary associated with them that is important, that isn't a standard. So here we have what we call a polynomial. We'll discuss that later. For now, it's more like an algebraic expression. It might be a better way of putting it. We're going to see variables, you're going to see numbers and operations between them. Terms are separated by plus or minus signs. Okay, so in this example, you can see the terms are 6x squared. And then we hit a minus sign, so it's a new term, negative 9x, and then we hit a plus sign, so it's a new term, 3, which you don't have to put plus there, you just say 3. So those are terms. Coefficients, meanwhile, are just the number parts. So the 6, the 9, and the 3. So we say number parts, I mean the numbers in the front. Okay, so not the powers. So those are, so 6, negative 9, and 3 are your coefficients. So here we have some other vocabulary which you might see. Degree is the highest variable exponent. If there's one variable, we're not going to worry about the case if there's two variables. So there's one variable, the highest variable exponent is called the degree. Leading coefficient is going to be the number in front of the highest variable exponent. So it's not necessarily the biggest coefficient, but it's the one that's in front here. So in blue is the leading coefficient. And the constant term is the number without a variable. So this 3 here would be the constant term. So first example, it may say something about what's the coefficient of the x term. The x term is this one in the middle, negative 2x. So the coefficient against this number part, negative 2. And what are the terms that are being added together? And now I know it looks like minuses, but what's being added together are 6x squared plus negative 2x, which is the same thing as minus 2x, plus negative 1. So those are your terms. You're also going to see the word factors some. Factors are things that are being multiplied together. So in this expression, 2 times parentheses L plus W, the 2 and the L plus W are called factors because you have a multiplication which separates them. So using the same expression, this is the expression doesn't have the actual P equals, but it's the expression they use to calculate the perimeter of a rectangle. What's the significance of the factor 2? So if you think about a rectangle, we know there's 2 lengths and 2 widths. So therefore the 2 would be represent the number of lengths and widths. So this video, again, is mostly to address that standard which talks about factors and coefficients and just get you familiar with these vocabulary terms associated with these algebraic expressions.